What's up, y'all? Big Red here, coming back to the episode of Clash of the Titans. As we do finish off a little round of auto melee. And we already did a run, with Mr. Handy. His damage numbers is not too far off from the Autoax. And the electric is a little bit off, like 70, but the damage, about 30. But in practicality of it, the numbers, it just doesn't put out. The axe blades, the game calculates different than the way Mr. Handy hits when I took it against Earl. But we're going to take 4 weapons against the Titan. We got Mr. Handy, anti-armor, electrified. We got the Ripper. I know it's a one-headed weapon, so we'll have to swap our perks out. We'll start with it. We get 173 and then 79 on the bleed. Pretty decent damage right there. Of course, Autoax is 144, 325, King, the Beast of DPS, the #1 boss killer. And the Chainsaw, which used to be one of the best boss killers. We'll see in practicality. His numbers not as good as Mr. Handy, but it works better than Mr. Handy. That's the way the game, I guess the way it calculates the Chainsaw blade versus the Handy blade. But anyway, we're going to take all 4 of them and bring on against Mr. Titan. The build goes a little something like this. Right now we have the gladiators, but after we do one round with him, we'll take off and put on our sluggers for our other weapons. We got incisor for armor penetration, 75%. We got blocker for taking 45% less melee damage. Definitely essential for low health. Definitely essential, even coupled up with power armor, almost invincible. We're using power armor because it's easier to use your anti-armor and power armor. You get the max damage, and that's when you get the max damage with your auto melee. Vampire is definitely a valid option. It was like a minute difference on Earl solo, so it still does really good with the Autoax Vampires. Maybe not with the other ones, but traveling pharmacy, I won. Gotta have your Kim's Thrive and Survive. I had to make 1 card at 2 so I could have that. That's the disadvantage of being a power armor. Can't use the chemist backpack for your strength. We also have 5 legendary strengths on top of our 15 strengths. So we got a base strength of 20, plus all our armor pieces have plus 2 strengths. So really have a base strength of 30 starting off in power armor. We got perception. It really don't matter what I put on here. There's really nothing I'm not gonna benefit. There's no glowing creatures, man, we'll go ahead and put it on there. It's just looks more, official. Glow sight. We got life giver, 45% max health, helping us be more tanky. Our endurance is like 28 on the special. We got Iron Stomach for more damage resistance, definitely make us more tanky. Chem Fiend for the cycle buff, lasts for 5 minutes, duration of the fight, so to pop a couple. Solar Power, giving +3 to our strength, directly affecting our DPS. Fireproof for tankiness. You got Radical, not just for carry wave, it also adds 5 to our strength, affecting our DPS. We got Party Boy, making whiskey have +6 because it's 3 times the effect, and whiskey you can get it from vendors. You can farm it real easy, corn and wheat. So yeah, it's easy to get by. Very powerful card to have. Adds 6 strength to your DPS. It definitely affects it. Tenderizer for more damage. Nerd Rage will be there at that 20% mark. Use emergency protocols, and we're gonna get 40 damage resist, 20 damage, and 15 AP regen. Definitely need to have that when you're running low health, especially power armor. Makeshift Warrior at 3, weapons break 50% slower. Just make sure our weapons don't break, especially the ones that are not as strong in the middle of the fight. Always want to have a little bit of Makeshift Warrior. All our science perks, this is for an Autoax and the Mr. Handy, not benefit from the other weapons, but I'm trying to do a multiple test video, so yeah, it is what it is. Got batteries included for carry weight or cores. I had that squeezed out and had other run at 2, but I had to clear some management out of my stash box. So anyway, so we got that at 3. We got Action Boy for AP regen, Through Hiker for food buffs, Born Survivor for survivability, kicking in those stim packs. I do believe you need to have food buffs from the melee. You don't have to craft them. You just get them from the Murloc Steamer, Deathclaw thing. You can get them from Yasmin and Grandma Allies and White Spring Cafeteria. They're really easy to come by. Adrenaline, we try to stack that up during the fight, before the fight. Donji for taking up 30% less incoming damage and just 30 action points, and we're not using VAT, so really will work well. Coupled with the blocker and emergency protocols, it'll be super tanky. Adrenaline gives us the extra 60% when we have 6 kills. Bloody Mess for 15% more, and plus we don't want to see stuff blow up in a gory pace. Curator for ball-headed magazines, definitely need to have those. If we don't got strange numbers or solo, we don't got to take one for the team. Those 2 things will boost your damage up a lot. So magazines and bobbleheads are needed when you're playing solo. It stretches them out. Starch genes for your mutations. Ricochet to keep all the bullets flying off. Help also kill some of the pesky things. Get some damage reflection. There's really nothing I could benefit from in legendaries. I kept electric absorption on there running through the silo. Like I said, we got +5 strength on our 15 strength. Alright, over in the bus real quick. We got like a Backwoodsman 6 giving 50% for cooked food. We got the bobblehead strength adds to our strength with our DPS and adds to our carry weight. Company Tea for AP region. Deathclaw Wellington gives us a +9 our strength. That's added to our DPS. Tasty Mutant Meat Pie gives you 255 melee damage, 177 without a magazine. When you're playing stranger numbers on teams, like 225. Plus you also have to take one for the team. Could be triggered. So these damage numbers will be similar, but you can get more damage by being on team. But it's to test the weapons. Adrenaline, Bird Bones, Carnivore, Eagle Eyes, Egghead, Electrically Charged. I need to take off Healing Factor. I'm going to do that soon. It's really not that great. Herd Modality, Marsupial, Skelly Skin, Twisted Muscle, Unstable Isotope. Alright, we'll start with the Ripper. We're just testing these weapons, we do a solo. It's really just going to show how set apart the Autoax really is. But maybe you want to use a chainsaw, see how far off it is. You like the Ripper, It's really not a wrong way to play this game. It's really how you want to play it. It's how you enjoy it. I definitely thought Mr. Handy would be better just because after the updates as they've made the way melee damage was calculated, a lot of melee's been buffed up, but the numbers are buffed up, but his performance was not buffed up. All right, let's get a whiskey, cycle buff. Let's get some kills. 1, 2, 3. We need a few more. Alright, where's your buddies at? I need some more kills, okay. 5, there's 6. Alright, there we are. 327, 326. We got 326 going. That's with the Ripper. 326 is the highest one. Right in the kister. Right in the kister. It is ripping through him, and look at his health bar just going down. A lot more than any regular ballistic bullets. And look at that. It is just chewing through him. Really cool. Little bitty thing right here is doing some good damage. It is ripping through the Titan. No problem. That 326 was our highest. Like we lost some adrenaline. Alright, now let's go over here. Let's take off Gladiators. Alright, let's put on Expert Slugger. Master Slugger. Let's put on Slugger. Alright, now let's switch to the chainsaw. Where's he at? There he is. Thank you for spitting a big loogie at me. Let's kill some of these guys real quick. Get some adrenaline stack back up. Alright. Should still have, we'll go ahead and take a whiskey. So the damage numbers are a little bit lower, but look at the way the bar is moving. Definitely a difference in registration and damage. The chainsaw is actually doing better than the Ripper did. Way better. Had lower damage numbers, but it definitely did better in the practicality of it. The chainsaw used to be the #1, you know, boss killer. I mean, it used to be the bee's knees. Let's get some of these stacked. Definitely a difference right there in the let's go and kill some of these guys real quick. I'll chill out. Make sure adrenaline stack. All right, let's go ahead and take another whiskey, and let's put on our handy dandy Mr. Handy. Alright, Mr. Handy is getting higher damage than the Ripper. It's getting higher damage than the chainsaw. But with the way that the damage is being registered, it's not registering the same on the Titan, it don't seem like. It's like the chainsaw went by a lot quicker. Oh, come on. Get out of my way. Almost 400, so the damage is really high. It's doing decent, but it didn't do near as good. It did. I think it's doing better than the Ripper did. There we go. Kill some of these guys. I mean, it does good against regular enemies. I mean, I'm gonna break out the king here. Break out the king. Break out the king. I'm gonna stack all these kills up. And thank you for the adrenaline. Thank you, thank you. Alright, now let's go to the Autoax. Last one. Let's stack up some more kills. Oh, come on. It's a slight difference, you know. You can see in the regular enemies, you can see a little bit of a difference, but really, we're really gonna see it with the boss. That's how powerful the Autoax really is. Alright, let's get a whiskey, cycle buff, adrenaline's fully stacked, and here we go. Finish it off with the king himself. 494, look how quick it's going down. Boom. over 5, right at 5, a little bit over 500, but just the difference, the way the damage is being registered with the Autoax. So we don't know. I mean, all 4 of them have very fast. I mean, but it seems like the Autoax and chainsaw are more on the same par as far as like the way that the damage is being registered. Maybe they're faster. I've never tested all these automated weapons. My first time testing every single one of them like that. I mean, I played with the chainsaw, I played with the Autoax, but never really used the Mr. Handy or the Ripper on the ball. So, yeah, I mean, they didn't do bad. I mean, Mr. Handy or Ripper still got to kill the Titan within that 2-minute mark, and we still had just right at 2 minutes we're gonna kill the Titan. So, but they couldn't compete. I mean, even though the damage numbers are higher, it's the classic case of the card not reflecting the practicality of what the weapon can actually do, because Mr. Handy should be outdoing the chainsaw, but the chainsaw outdoes Mr. Handy. So I'm gonna have to go back and do a run with Earl with the chainsaw. I was wrong on that, you know, the numbers got me. I'm the first to admit when I'm wrong on something. But we're going to compare all these, and just for giggles and shits and giggles, and we're going to show them all and let you just have an idea how OP the Autoax is, and just how close the chainsaw is. You know, it's not too far behind, but not near as what it used to be. Chainsaw used to be the bee's knees. It used to be one of the top, you know, OP melee, auto melee box killers, but it still did good, but it's not what it used to be. So, all right, let's compare these and let's see who stacks in second, third, and fourth, because we know who's first. All right, we're gonna have the chainsaw on the bottom and the Ripper on the top. Definitely can see the chainsaw is, I lined them up the best I could. They're pretty close, but the chainsaw definitely outperforming the Ripper by a mile. I mean, no problem, hands down, far more superior than the Ripper is. All right, for third and fourth place, got the Ripper on the bottom when we started with. Tried to line them up best I could, and we got Mr. Handy on top. It seemed like Mr. Handy, you know, was getting 371, and Ripper was getting like 321. Of course, you know, we don't know what very fast really is. It could be the speed, but it does look like Mr. Handy is slightly outperforming the little Ripper. But it's a pretty close race. I just think the chainsaw and the Autoax very fast is faster. I mean, obviously, that has to be it. Like I said, if you've tested this before, and you can be nice, leave comments. I never have, so I'm just realizing this. I never have used those melee weapons on the ball, so very fast doesn't mean very fast. There's a difference in very fast and very fast. It has to be the difference in how it's being registered. Okay, so yeah, we see that Mr. Handy, it will be coming in third, and we'll have the Ripper in fourth. All right, now let's compare the chainsaw and Mr. Handy. There we go for second place. It's going to be obvious. We got chainsaw on the top, Mr. Handy on the bottom. Definitely see the chainsaw outperforming Mr. Handy, even though it's only getting like 250 on when it's hitting like 225. It's already finished. Mr. Handy was getting like 371. It's just not spinning as fast as the chainsaw. Has to be. Anyway, it might be Captain Obvious there, but anyway, yeah. So chainsaw still reigns for second place, even though it's been nerfed a bunch and its damage is not what it used to be. It still ripped through the Titan in like 10 seconds. I mean, so it's still a good weapon. I mean, if you have a good rolls on it and you like it, of course it is an anti-armor and not a vampire, so with power armor, but you'd still be doing okay with the vampires. I mean, won't be nothing like an Autoax, but if you like the chainsaw, by all means, keep using it. I mean, it's not bad. All right, let's compare chainsaw Autoax. All right, here's the fight everybody wants to see. Autoax on top, chainsaw on bottom. Boom, Autoax like 7 seconds, 6 seconds. chainsaw took like 16 seconds. It's still good damage. I mean, it's still chewing through. I mean, the Titan pretty quick, but it can't compete with the way the electrical damage was boosted. Autoax definitely reigns supreme. #1 boss killer, #1 auto melee boss killer, however you want to put it. Nothing can compete with his DPS at this present moment in the game. Q4 24 post update. But like I said, chainsaw is still a valid, solid option. If you like it, like the way it looks, you want to role play with it. It's maybe you didn't get it off the scoreboard. And it's so easy to get stamps now. So I mean, maybe you haven't got it yet. Maybe you don't have the money to buy it. It seems I don't know. It's a weapon that we can buy. It's the most OP weapon, but I'm cool. Everybody can get it, and it's accessible. You still got to grind for the mods and know how to make the build, so it ain't just a guaranteed, but it is a powerful weapon that Bethesda has made it widely accessible for everybody, but at least everybody can get it. It is a very fun weapon, but when the new update comes, I'll try to start doing more builds and have a mixed build, more of a melee heavy gun or melee commando, where you have your Autoax, and it might change with the perk loadout system. And I wish I had a character leveled up enough on PTS on PC, and I don't. I'm working on it, but just bear with me. Thank you for all everybody else who does and all the groundwork that they're doing. But I'll be into testing more when the next update comes too, and probably do more build videos. But tell me what y'all think about it. Do y'all think that the chainsaw, as much as it's been nerfed, it was still going to shred through the boss? And you think the damage numbers on the card of the Mr. Handy kind of looked like it was going to do better? It's kind of interesting how the very fast, I think, is different for all 4 of those weapons, with the Autoax and chainsaw being in the same par, but the Autoax is having more with the electrical damage, so it outdoes the chainsaw. But it was very interesting. As much as it's been nerfed, chainsaw still ripped through the Titan. I mean, nothing like the Autoax, like I said, but still. And I admit when I was wrong. I thought, because the way melee had been changed, that maybe the other auto melee weapons would come similar close to the Autoax. I mean, I wasn't saying they were going to do as good. I know that, but they don't, and they do okay. But if you want to be a gardener, run around, kill everything with Mr. Handy, you still do okay. If you have a ripper that you like, I mean, but it won't come nowhere close to what the Autoax is doing. So chainsaw does come behind it, but it still can't compete. Autoax is #1. All right. I hope y'all got something out of it. If you did, like, subscribe. This is Big Red, and I'll see y'all in the next one.